This is something you brought to my attention. I'm shocked personally.
Yeah.
This
kinda
is
funny.
from an Instagram account I follow called Dongbei Can't Be Fucked With, which is it's a Chinese run meme thing.
Right.
And you actually pointed this to me before I even saw it on here. Explain what Mao Tai is. Explain what Baijiu is to everyone.
Baijiu is it's made out of sorghum. It can be made out of various things, but it's basically hard liquor from China. It's a white spirit. And it's usually in the 48% range, which is
up to higher than that.
Yeah, 40 to 56% or so. So that's like 100 proof alcohol.
You can get like Mandalu, Donkey Lay Down, that's like 70%.
Yeah, exactly. So it's incredibly strong alcohol. It doesn't taste good at all.
No.
Okay. I've drank the most expensive Baijiu and I've drank the cheapest Baijiu, and the difference between the two of them is very little, to be fair.
I will say this, there are brands, that doesn't mean they're the most expensive. There are brands that taste better than other brands.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's still a very harsh alcohol.
It's apparently, if there's this like World Tasting Institute or something, and they do how long it takes for people to get used to things. So Brussels sprouts, maybe it's like 5 tries. Beer, I think, was like 20 tries. Takes like the average human being takes like 20 tries to get used to it, right?
Right.
Baijiu was like at the top of their list at like 300 tries.
Yeah.
And it's not to where you like get used to it. It's just like, or not like it, just to where you can tolerate it, right?
Yeah.
And there's a sport of like, it's fun to drink Baijiu because of how bad and like harsh it is.
Of course. And I mean, look, it's part of Chinese culture. If you go for a business meeting, especially in the government, everybody has to drink Baijiu and Yugambei, that stuff. But look,
I used to love it.
Yeah. To say it's a good tasting alcohol is wrong.
No,
okay.
it's not.
And it's not a leisurely thing.
No.
It's not. That's the thing. People drink it in competition. Okay. You know, when you're trying to prove who's the man.
Yeah.
And you drink it when you're doing a business deal in order to get everyone drunk and also to assert dominance. It's all about dominance.
Yes.
And so, like, you'll see who can drink the most is the strongest person. It's a very interesting dynamic when it comes to Chinese business, is drinking Baijiu. And, you know, the thing is, there are cultures around the world that have got shit alcohol, okay?
Of course.
I mean, in South Africa, we've got, like, Witblitz, which is, you know, like a moonshine type thing, which is also really hard.
Moonshine here, too.
Yeah, so you know what it is. It's the kind of alcohol you drink to get drunk, not to enjoy leisurely. But the funny thing is that they're out there now on Western media advertising in the most weirdest ways.
I never thought I would see Mao Tai being advertised in the U.S.
It's kind of
interesting.
interesting.
And their campaign is hilarious. Let me read this. So you have to imagine, Baijiu is about vomit. It's about bullying each other.
Just think about like a really, really,
Ruckus.
really, really harsh spirit that burns.
Yeah, but I'm just saying about the setting.
Yeah.
The setting is ruckus. It's loud. It's people like pushing each other around. It's camaraderie. It's positive. It's negative.
Yeah.
It's usually
Fighting over the bill.
Fighting over the bill. It's like it's a blood sport.
And in China, when you fight over the bill, that means you fight over who's going to pay.
Pay the bill.
Like the person who wins the fight pays.
I kind of loved that.
It is kind of. It is a good part. It's a good memory of China.
So Mao Tai, this is their campaign. So you imagine that. We just painted the picture for you what Baijiu actually is. It says, imagine this. You could.
Yeah.
I hope this actually makes sense to you guys if you're not familiar. Because this is so crazy.
It's the most vile stuff to just drink without a reason.
Yeah.
You can't even mix it with anything.
No. Remember when you try it, it actually tastes like stomach bile.
Yeah, it's very bad.
Like Sprite.
Yes. Yeah, the
Right.
Sprite. Oh, I remember that homemade alcohol we drank that time.
Oh, God,
anyway.
remember that?
Yeah.
Imagine this, snowing outside, fireplace inside. Ask your best friends to enjoy a bottle of fine liquor. Isn't it a lovely day? This poetry will lead you to immerse in this situation. Try to read it and share it with your friends. And it shows someone cuddling up to the fireplace with a bottle of freaking Mao Tai.
Dude.
That's a nightmare.
I was all the way up when it said, a bottle of fine liquor. And I'm thinking, yes, there's plenty of fine liquor that would go with this. Not Mao Tai. That's coarse liquor. You know what I mean?
And you can enjoy Baijiu and Mao Tai all you want, but not in this setting.
No, it's not like a Christmas spirit cuddling,
It's the next one. You can read the next one.
Okay, books teach us knowledge while wine helps us taste life.
Well, where's the wine?
Yeah, exactly. Mao Tai, like a book you can hardly understand without experiencing something.
What does that mean?
I mean, yeah, I'm just kind of flabbergasted. But you have to understand, in China, I used to get this often. People would ask you, do you drink wine? Do you like to drink wine? You're like, yes. And then they order beer or they'll order like Baijiu. Because wine is just like Jiu, which is character. Yeah, which is really just the word for alcohol. So it's like, do you drink would be the equivalent. But in China, they
Correct.
say, do you drink wine? Or do
Right.
you like wine?
And sometimes they would call Baijiu white wine.
Yes.
Because Bai
Oh,
means,
yeah.
Yeah.
All
white.
the time, white wine, yeah.
And Jiu means wine. So
You
white
do,
wine, you're like,
yeah.
oh, I'd love a glass of Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
And it's freaking gasoline.
It'll be like Hongqing Erguo Tao
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
They'll say like, do you want white wine? And you're like, yes. And they'll bring you Baijiu. You're like, oh, man.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I got some more. I want to read through these ads.
Did you
These
get
are
my
so
ones with my
funny.
replies in there?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's the whole point. Again, you missed the fun stuff. Come on.
Oh, because I thought you could elaborate on it with your voice. Or you could look at
I'm just going
I'll
to have
read
to look.
these.
Yeah, you read those.
This one says, hey guys, come along with me. Relieve the stress on your shoulder. Just relax. And then the picture says, hey Jude, don't be afraid. I've never seen a brand so successfully destroy their image.
Yeah.
It's so nonsense, and it's such an expensive brand, right?
It is.
It doesn't need marketing. It's kind of like a thing that
Hey,
it's
look,
too expensive.
to be honest, I think that we're giving them some great marketing here.
Sure.
And, oh, yeah, here's what it is.
Yeah, what did
okay,
you say?
so I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'll read it to you. But this is their one. It says, our effective way to keep energetic and get rest. Okay, sorry. Our effective way to keep energetic and get rest well is coffee in the morning and alcohol at night. Hashtag more inspiration. Okay, so this is for Baijiu. So I actually replied to them. I said, the thing is, Baijiu is less about relaxing and more about investing in a punishing hangover. To which Maltai replied to me, then let's just drink a little bit.
Oh yeah, I forgot they replied.
So I gave them a gumbe, you know,
Right. We can show
which
you
they
later. We'll
liked.
put it on the subreddit.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Just thought it was kind of funny that I actually had an interaction with Maltai Global. Anyway.
That is funny. That's the last one says complete your. Oh no, go to the next slide.
Okay.
It was my favorite one.
All right, let's see.
I mean, what are they trying to do here?
I don't know. Let's see.
It says at the end of a tiring day, take a bath to relax your mind and body. There are no worries that you can't forget. If so, drink a little Mao Tai so you can like black out.
This is blackout, yes. And it's got this relaxing
Wow.
bath with candles and a bottle of Malta. You know, okay, for a lot of people out there, you might think that what are we going on about?
Yeah.
But you just have to understand that this is really ridiculous. It's kind of like if someone says, if you just want to relax and chill out, eat a chili pepper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Because
Right.
Malta is, it's China's most famous baijiu, okay? And it's expensive. You get different variants of it, obviously. You get the kind of the ones you see in the picture here all the time. That's their everyday off the shelf.
Yeah, it's
kind.
pretty expensive. Though.
It's yeah,
like 100 probably $100.
Yeah, compared to their other stuff, it's pretty expensive. You probably pay like $20 equivalent for that bottle. Like it's just
I
a
think
normal.
it's 600 kwai.
Is it?
Yeah,
Maybe not that one, but
maybe
whatever.
not that specific.
We'll have to look it up. But
Yeah.
it goes all the way up to like 50,000 RMB.
Yeah.
To like ridiculous
Sure.
200,000 RMB. Like we're talking about, it can go up to like tens of thousands of US dollars for a
sure.
bottle, just because it's very famous. But it's not something that anyone ever in anyone's imagination has associated with relaxing. And,
No.
you know, like
No one's like, let's
inspiration.
have a sip of baijiu while we sit by the fireplace
Yeah.
and go in the bath.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
like dropping a freaking toaster in there.
I know, it's
what
crazy.
are you doing?
Anyway, yeah, if you haven't tried, if you're not, I was going to say if you're an alcoholic, if you drink and you haven't tried baijiu, you should try it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can go to any Chinese supermarket
Or Asian supermarket.
Asian supermarket. You will find baijiu. It's usually either really bad or really good kind, but that's okay. Just buy something and try it out. Definitely try it out.
You
It's
know,
worth a
there's
try.
another famous brand which is really funny in China. It's called Jiu Gui Jiu, which just means like drunkard.
Alcoholics, yeah.
Drunkard.
Alcoholic alcohol.
But it's actually like pristine. It's like one of those top tier ones.
is
It
that-
costs a lot of money.
I didn't know about that one.
Yeah.
I used to like Lu Jiao, Lao Jiao from Sichuan. That one was not very offensive.
You know, like you go in the supermarket, they've got those ones that are locked up, you know, and that's like Jiu Gui Jiu being there for like 600 RMB a bottle.
Oh, really?
It's really good stuff.
It's definitely not the characters like Jiu Gui. It's probably
is.
like Jiu
No, it is.
Gui.
No, it's actually
really?
like drunkard.
Oh, really?
Alcoholic.
Interesting.
It's alcoholic alcohol.
I had this one. It was like,
Yeah.
it was one. I was at this dinner. I think it was probably like $2,000 or $3,000. I didn't buy this, obviously.
No.
It's some CCPS shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, it had a ship in the bottle, and when you open it, it breaks the ship,
Yeah.
Like internally, not in the actual
Sure.
liquid. Like it's inside of a cylinder, and that's how you know that it's like, because it's so
Yeah.
intricate.
I had a similar one when I was drinking with those government officials up in where was it, in Ordos?
Yeah.
And they had
Yeah.
in the neck of the thing, it had a crystal dragon, like a glass
interesting.
dragon.
Seen that. Yeah, I never.
And
had
so
that
when
one.
you open it, that shatters.
That shatters,
and it
right?
shows-
That's because that's how
yeah.
you get away with counterfeiting, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you're never gonna.
And
have a
also then
counterfeit version.
someone's not going to open the bottle and refill it with something else.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
Anyway, all this Baijiu talks made me not want to drink.
Ever.